How's it going, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out a brand new band here called Inherited Time, and this is their debut single called Capella. I love checking out debut singles from new bands and things like that because you never know what to expect. So I'm excited for this. And without further ado, let's just give it a listen and see what this band's all about, shall we? Rangers, go. pretty cool stuff. Clearly a very talented band. And I'm looking forward to more already. Solid kind of debut. It feels like it's the kind of debut single that really gives you a glimpse of what the band is all about, because there's quite a bit of different elements throughout this entire song. I really love the guitar work. Oh man, the guitar work really kind of took the spotlight for me in this song. It's heavy, it's driven, great kind of riffs and melodies, and it's engaging, it's energetic, all of that. I really, really, really loved the guitar work in this song. Right from the very beginning, I mean, it kind of starts ripping and it's just really, really cool. Again, I felt really engaged immediately with this song. And majority of that engagement that I had with this song was the guitars, like the guitar work. I just thought the guitar work, again, really kind of just took the spotlight, and I loved it. Loved the guitars in this song. The riffs, the melodies, everything. Just really awesome. I also really like kind of the symphonic elements. It was used really well to just kind of enhance the song. The symphonics never like took the spotlight, but they were there and just, again, just enhanced the overall sound. There was like some choir kind of moments there that also just raised the scale and scope of the sound. That was really cool. And yeah, the structure of the song was very interesting, because if I'm not mistaken, it's like you had verses, you had the chorus, and then you had a very, very kind of like extended bridge, I would say, before it kind of comes back and you get like the final chorus and all that good stuff. So that was interesting. I love the verses. I thought it went really well with those kind of like aggressive, ripping sort of guitar riffs. The vocals were on point. She's got a really nice voice, nice range, nice kind of different approach in delivery. It's like in the verses, it's not like there's necessarily like a grit, but there's definitely a distinction between like the more aggressive moments, like in the verses with the vocal approach, and like the chorus, and you get some higher stuff, some more kind of operatic stuff, and then a little bit more direct stuff. So yeah, I thought the vocals did a really nice job. I like the verses a lot. Was really vibing with those. And then you get the chorus. It's got a nice melody. Again, the vocals kind of raise up a bit. It gets a bit more melodic, a little bit more operatic, things like that. So, yeah, I was really enjoying that. And then you get that like kind of like extended bridge. And I think like my only critique with this song is that whole like the first half of that like bridge, it just felt like it kind of kept like running on. Like it almost felt like it was a little bit too much, because once the verses start, you have like a lot of vocals and stuff like that. Then you get the chorus and stuff, of course, but then it kind of just like runs right into that bridge, and you get multiple other kind of like vocal melodies and stuff in there, and it kind of gets to the point to where it just feels like it's running on a bit. Like it's like a little bit too much. It's like at that point, it feels like the song needs a chance to breathe a little bit. But it kind of just keeps going, and almost like kind of keeps like recycling, just keeps churning a little bit when it should back up, So just a little bit more room to breathe in there, I think would benefit the song a bit, because it just kind of keeps going. So I got a little bit lost like in that section, and again, I just felt like it should have been, the reins pulled back a smidge, and just maybe let the music kind of take the take the reins a little bit, and yeah, just maybe be a little bit more precise or deliberate with the vocals. I'm not criticizing the vocalist. I'm just saying, like, with vocal melody and the decision in the song to have vocals constantly in that spot, it just feels like it needs a little bit of room to breathe, to air a little bit. So yeah, it's like that first half of the bridge, it just felt like it's a little bit much, and things like that. But that whole second half of the bridge, I thought struck the balance beautifully, and there were some really, really cool things done there musically. I mean, I love the head banging part. Things are really hitting. The guitar is heavy. That was awesome. There's also moments where it's like you have the sound almost like it's circling between, like, the right and left sides of the headphones. It's like moving. You get some interesting kind of effects in there. Things like that were really cool and a bit unexpected, but I really, really enjoyed that stuff. It helps the song feel fresh. It helps the song feel dynamic, and I was engaged with it. So all of that was neat. The keyboard throughout there was really, really awesome. Things like that. I loved that whole second half of, like, the bridge was just really, really cool. And again, just super dynamic with the music and all that. And again, I love that headbanging moment, things really hitting. So it's like, it feels like the song should have gotten to that point sooner. Like that whole first half of the bridge almost feels like it's extra, like almost like it's unnecessary. Like if I was like a producer, or like an editor or something like that, and it was my job to kind of, how it's like in movies, you have like the editors where they watch the movie and they kind of trim out sections that they feel are either redundant or just extra, don't really contribute to the scope of the movie, or things like that. They try to streamline things so that the movie has like a nice flow, and there aren't like moments that are just kind of like, that's a little weird, or that's like unnecessary, or it's a bit extra, so they remove it, and things like that. That's what I feel like this song needs a little bit. Mainly it's just that first half of the bridge where I would just be like, it just feels like it's a bit much. It feels like it doesn't necessarily contribute to the song. If anything, it kind of drags things out a bit. This mic could be trimmed so that we get to the other spots a bit sooner, those other spots that really kind of drive the song forward, that bring fresh ideas, bring things that are a bit more engaging, and keep things moving at a brisk pace, So that's my thoughts there on that. I love that second half of the bridge, and the whole rest of the song, the melodies, the chorus, and all that stuff, I thought went well. And it's a cool song. It's got bombast. It's got great performances. Love the guitars. It's really solid vocals. Nice use of symphonic. Some real cool keyboard woven throughout. And overall for a debut single, not too shabby. Not too shabby. They definitely showcase their power and their talent and things like that. It's just, I think some things could be, if you kind of take a step back, look at the song from like the big picture, I think some things could be kind of tweaked or maybe cut a little bit just to really streamline it. But still, when all is said and done, that's an impressive thing. And I look forward most certainly to the future of the band. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on them. So, yeah, that's that. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this song here? Are you looking forward to more from this band, this brand new band? Let's talk about it. I'll catch you next time. Ranger. Out.